We're going to do a little bit of a playing lesson.
Okay.
We'll touch on some stuff around the green, but mainly just kind of course management on how to work yourself around and avoid those bigger numbers.
Okay.
So last time when we were hitting the driver, we did a little mental golf on the range about visualizing playing 24.
Right.
Because that was a hole that you said you kind of struggle on and don't like playing.
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead here. We're out on 24.
Okay.
It's a 445 par 4, straight up the hill, hard right to left slope. Go ahead and tee it up, go right through like a regular round,
okay.
and just kind of focus on that swing thought of that down, out, and around that we talked about, and just kind of talk me through real quick on this shot what you're trying to do here.
All right, so I usually see my ball, set up behind it, kind of visualize where I'm aiming, where I'm going to where I want to hit the ball.
Okay.
So kind of set up here. I'm going to try and take it over just inside the fence line. A little bit of a draw. Okay. So take it. If not, then I'll put it out to the right.
All right. Got the wing a little right to left and helping.
Yeah.
So go ahead and let it rip.
All right.
We'll let it go.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? The only thing I would say, if we're working it back, when you come out on the golf course,
Right.
we'd want to look at, just like we talked about with the putting, working it from the hole, work our way backwards. So obviously, you're seeing the trouble and stuff up there. Left hand, there, we're looking at the right side, which is what you're saying, you're aiming to the right hand side of the fairway. What I would suggest doing is teeing it up on the left hand side of the box, because then you're aiming and hitting it away from the trouble, instead of kind of just down the line where if you hit that little pull hook, it's going to end up in the junk. So at least this way you're hitting away from it, and it's a bigger miss
Makes sense.
to have
Better
to get
angle.
over there. Right.
Okay.
Right. So same thoughts we were talking about as we're doing mental golf out on the range.
Yeah.
Take away low, get the triceps touching your rib cage as you take it away, so his hands get behind you. Yep. And then down, out, and around. Once you set up, take your rehearsals, set the club, down, out, and around, pull the trigger. If you miss it right, you're okay.
Right.
If you pull it a little left, you're back into the fairway.
I do my miss kind of, so...
Right. You gotta play for the miss a little
right,
bit.
if I was over there.
60 left here. Straight wind from right to left, good gust. Your yard just right of the car pan.
Yeah.
So, I mean, play here, you're kind of in between clubs. You're thinking 7, 8 iron.
Yeah.
But let's look at what we got up there. The wind is right to left. We'd almost rather err on the shorter side here, so I'd take that club west, and just play for, again, play that miss a little bit, because we're not going to hit everything perfect.
Yeah.
So, all right, go ahead and let's see. Focus on that posture and get to the left side there. Pin high, just right in the green there, which is again, oh shit, bad sound. All right, what club you pull there?
60.
60. That's what I thought. All right, what was one of our main thoughts here? So got a chance to keep it a little lower, keep it a little lower.
Well,
so
lofty club.
we're gonna go basically, still got a good amount of loft at 56, but I think you hit that same exact type of a shot there. Coming off, it's gonna carry a little further because there's less loft to it.
Right.
It's gonna not have as much trajectory coming down, so it's going to run out further. That's more of what we're looking for. So same thing, let's try that again.
A little harder than I wanted,
A little firmer, but yeah.
Right,
I mean, you're putting, you're chipping, either, you know.
Yeah.
So a little further. All right, we'll go and knock it in with the putter. Here, we're on 13, which is about a 380 yard par 4 dogleg right. You could carry the corner if you wanted to. Kind of a risky move. It's kind of a risk reward there. But go ahead and just tell us what you're going to do here.
Okay. I think I'm going to take driver here. Usually play a draw over the trees, come right back to the fairway.
Okay.
Kind of shorten the hole, get a wedge in my hand. So,
Okay. Yeah. Go right ahead. Let it rip. Okay. Kind of, obviously, it's like we said, it's a risk reward. You're going to hit some good, you're going to hit some bad, but when you hit them bad and leave them a little right like that, you're staring double in the face pretty quick there. You said earlier in the lesson series that 3-wood was your favorite play. I would rather see a 3-wood hit here, because if you can hit 3-wood straight out and have 110 in, or you're going to hit driver over the corner and have 80 different. Also, the wind that we had going from that we could feel before is left to right. So you're taking it over the trees on the right, trying to draw it back in. If you don't hit that draw, it's hanging up there and it's blowing it right into the trees like it just did for us. So I would rather, the safe play is just the 3-wood straight out. You're just looking for position on the next shot. Being a shorter second shot into it. We've all been there, need to make a score, need to make something happen.
Right.
You pull driver out, and it's tough right now because we're kind of playing a couple holes here and there, so you're not really in a round, but you would know by the time you got to the 13th hole, okay, I'm hitting driver well today, let me go ahead and hit driver. If you're kind of touch and go with it, you got 2 short par 5s coming up next, this isn't the one to try and make something happen.
Still going to have wedge in your hand.
Yep. Okay. Coming out there a little bit. All right, let's get set up here. Let's take one more here. And get those hands going left a little bit. We're guarding against that missed left. That you were hitting on the range. Now you're trying to grip everything a little tighter and trying to steer it. Once you set up, let it go. Swing it all the way through. Take that little practice rehearsal move that you were making earlier, where kind of just all the way through it. Let that toe of the club turn over the heel. Yep. Feel that big turn and try and get everything left. There you go. That's better. Yeah, I mean, easier said than done, but we get on the golf course, and this hole in particular, bunkers left, trees right, tight driving hole. We grip it a little tighter and we don't quite let it release and everything. Once you set up to hit something, you just got to commit to it. So swing it, regardless of what you're doing, swing it all the way through to finish. You're going to hit more shots better than if you're trying to steer them with your arm. All right, we'll go up there and we'll